Hey, it's your pally Lucky. We are finally out of lockdown, although not out of the woods completely. We're in the red zone, but that is good news because it means we can get out and about a little bit. One of the places we can finally get back to going is Brimacombe. We can ski again. And joining me, the general manager of Brimacombe, Mark Rutherford. How's it going, Mark?
It's going much better now, Lucky. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I mean, we've been locked up and locked inside doing the morning show. It's not that difficult, but at the same time, after that, we want to get out and about. And certainly, we've been feeling for you and all of your brethren in the ski industry. And you know, we all know it's a short season to begin with, and then getting locked out for 28 days couldn't have been fun.
Yeah, it's sitting here and looking at my window for it's actually longer than 28 days after they shifted the shutdown, and looking out at that beautiful white snow with no ski tracks, and really missing all our people that make this job and make this industry what it is. It's been horrible.
In that time, though, you've obviously been preparing, and you've had a crew there that's had to get the runs ready to go. How is Brimacombe right now? Is it ready to go?
Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, we've been open for we got open again on February 16th. We've got all the trails from parking lot or Park Avenue all the way over to Whistler open, which is fantastic. Lots of natural snow. We were blessed on the evening of the 15th to get a nice big dump of new snow. And you know what? I haven't seen conditions like this for years and years. It's fantastic out there.
Let's talk a little bit about protocols, because we knew going into the season you'd have to put some in place already. You did that, and then, you know, as we start to reopen things, there's a new kind of process. It's not just running out to the hill. What do people need to know?
So we basically reinvented. This is our 84th year of operations, and we reinvented everything we do. So we actually had to work. I worked with a committee that was part of a minister's advisory committee, and we there was 12 of us from the industry across Ontario, and we helped to develop guidelines because even in December the government had not given us guidelines, and we had all prepared for the worst, to be able to operate through any of the restrictions available. We were told we could operate through any of the restrictions available. So we, as an industry, we're very proactive. We're very risk centered, and we designed our businesses around what we were seeing as the most stringent rules out there, just so that if we got into the season that we could operate through anything. That didn't happen for us, but so in the end, we developed a system where everybody is pre-booked. So a member or a guest, you now go onto our website, you book a lift ticket. We're booking 4-hour spots. So you book a lift ticket. In that process, it reminds you that the masks are mandatory, that you basically just everything you have to do to get on the slopes. It goes through a pre-COVID screen test. So you're pledging that you don't have any of the symptoms or signs and symptoms of COVID-19. When you get to the hill for your spot, it's super quick, it's super fast. We put in brand new lift ticket booths that everything's timed. We've got so many people every 5 and 10 minutes, so there's no long lineups. You basically walk right up to these ticket booths, show your barcode. We scan that in. We give you a lift ticket. Members have to wear the lift ticket with their membership pass, and everybody, we always have to wear passes anyway, so that's not new. But at the ticket window, you're screened in again. You're asked the questions. Have you been outside of the country? Do you have any signs or symptoms? Have you been near anybody that's tested positive for COVID-19? And then you enter the property. And when you're on the property, it's skiing as normal. The only difference is, under government regulations, we can't load people on the chairlift, or our chairlift loading procedures are that you can ride with people from your household. So you and the boys and Adrian could ride the chair together, or you and Adrian could ride, and as long as you have a single space, you can have somebody from a different household. So 2 people from the same household, an empty seat in the chair, and a single rider, or 2 single riders. So that's the government has said to us, you can run the chairlifts to the maximum capacity as long as you have a single seat between you and somebody not in your household. So we've even designed all of our lift lines so that there's 2 meter spacing between the rows. We've spread people out. The lineups look longer, but they're actually shorter. We've done numerous time tests. We haven't had a lineup longer than about 5 minutes this season at all, which is really good. So again, the lineups may look long, but it's because of their spacing and how they're laid out. And really, it's all about keeping people safe, mitigating possibilities for transmission, getting people out on the hill and enjoying that sport. So we don't have our chalets open this year. We've just decided, under red regulations, we could only have 10 people sitting down inside the chalets, and that's not fair for anybody. And plus, there's a lot of costs associated that with cleaning and managing that. And we're a not-for-profit business. We want to give everybody the best value they can out on the slope. So it just didn't make sense to us. So we do have takeout food. You do come into our chalet, you wait in a well-spaced line, you get your food. We've got lots of picnic tables outside. So you can go outside, and as long as you're seated at the table, then you can take your mask off and eat it. But really, it's back to the fun business that we've all come to know and love to participate in. And for people like me, I just love working here and seeing how this all works. So
with Mark Rutherford, the general manager of Brimacombe. And Mark, we saw in the summertime golf being an outdoor sport having a massive boom of people who either did it years ago and hadn't done it in quite some time and just wanted to get back into it because it was one of the few things that you could do in the summertime. Hoping skiing can see that same in the next few weeks at least, or as this season continues. For those who might not have equipment already or are just thinking about trying it out again, what's the best way to do that?
So you know what, we have a retail store that's open. You can make an appointment, come in and shop and buy equipment right on site, or you can shop through our online store. So everything we sell is for the most part is on our online store. So you can go on there, see what we've got, have a look at prices, see what you think. Right now we've got 35% off in our winter sale, or up to 35% on most items in our store. But we've also got our rental process this year reopened again. So when you buy your lift ticket, you buy your rental package at the same time. It guarantees you that spot to get your rental, so you're not waiting in big lineups. And it's a brand new process as well, where we redesigned the rental room to have individual cubbies where you're safe to sit down, try on the sanitized, cleaned equipment, and get set up and go out on the sport, or get out on the hill and take part in the sport. So it's anybody, we're welcoming anybody out to the sport. It's been great. We've got lots of interest. We've been selling out, and for us, we're managing a capacity that we're managing a capacity to make sure everybody on the site has 2 meters of space around them. And so you're not going to see the numbers of people that you may have seen at ski resorts in past years, because we are all limiting that capacity to make sure that we can operate safely and give everybody a quality experience and not have to worry about transmission of COVID-19 out here on the slope. So yeah, come on out, book a ticket in advance, and they are selling out quick. So
Mark, I spent some time with you at Brimacombe. I know your phone never stops ringing, or the walkie-talkies are always going. I know for about 7 months of the year, the magic question is, when are you opening? And then once you're open, the $1 million question becomes, how long are you staying open? You're one that checks the weather forecast foreseeably. What's the goal here?
So I always tell people that, when they ask me what the winter's like, I said, well, I'll tell you in April, because that's the only time I'll actually know for sure. But you know what, we every year, we don't have a set closing date. We close when we either run out of snow or we run out of people that want to make use of that snow. And I've been here, this is my 29th season here, I think, and I've been managing here since the early 2000s, and we've closed once that I can remember for lack of snow. So as long as there's people interested, we'll keep the hills open. As long as it's a sustainable business platform for us, we'll keep it open. Right now, we're aiming to go at least into the first week of April, and so you know what, if people want to use it, we've got snow on the ground, we'll stay open and keep providing.
Well, I can't wait to see you out there, and I don't know if I'll see you at the puddle jump this year, because this was the one year I was thinking about giving it a go. But
I think you said that last year too, when we were closed just before it. So.
Well, one of these days, it's a lot more fun to just stand on the sidelines with you and mock people who are doing it.
It absolutely is, and take it from me, I've actually done it before, so I can attest to it. It's way better to hang out with you on the sidelines and mock people. But thankful for the people that are willing to give it a shot and put on the show for us.
Well, Mark, I want to thank you for doing this, and of course, for all you do at Brimacombe and with the Rock too. We've given away lots of passes for people to come ski. Brimacombe.ca, discoverthebrim.ca if you want to check it out as well. But thanks for doing this, and all the best the rest of this season. Hopefully, it's a smooth ride through.
All right, thanks, Lucky. Yeah, appreciate your ongoing support. Looking forward to seeing you and the family out here making use of it.
Be there soon. Cheers.
Cheers.